I'm scared of ghosts.
Yeah.
Or just just
What about goblins?
Yeah, ghoulies.
everything, man. Everything. I'm just like so petrified. And
Have you?
stuff.
Do you think you like seen a ghost or had something like that was a mysterious, unexplained?
And what do you think a goblin is?
A goblin? I don't know. I have no idea what a goblin is. If I saw it, I wouldn't know. It would be very awkward. But
What do you think a goblin is?
He's a little guy with maybe a little horns,
wide mouth?
Probably a pretty wide mouth.
Yeah.
Arms and legs, or is he?
I think he's arms and legs, and he maybe
claws?
scoots around.
Okay.
Scoots around.
like rubs his butt on the ground.
Yeah. That's why nobody wants them in their house. Hey,
Get this goblin out of here.
Rubbing its bum on the furniture.
Yeah.
Goblin.
Yeah, that's what I think a goblin is.
That's a
What do
good
you think a
description.
goblin is?
I don't know. Like I'm picturing. Is it in one of the Ghostbusters where the gargoyles come to life?
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing.
Red
That's-
eyes. Red eyes.
Yeah, red eyes
Yeah.
seems like a pretty goblin-y thing.
Lack of sleep, I feel.
yeah, lack of sleep.
Like I
That's
just don't
scary.
know if it's like because you think elves, we kind of know what elves are.
yeah.
But I think goblin is sort of like a larger term for kind of creepy little thing.
Yeah, kind of a creepy little
Misunderstood. I
Ghouls?
feel.
What about
Yeah.
ghouls?
This next one comes from Patrick K. from Chicago, Illinois. A friend of mine was trying to cite Ralph Waldo Emerson's famous quotation, "A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds." And he must have gotten tongue-tied or just confused because he instead declared, in all sincerity, variety is the god of all graham crackers.
What? Hang on. Hold up. Come again?
We were talking about hobgoblins last week.
Yeah. A foolish
hell's a
consistency
hobgoblin?
is the hobgoblin.
We
of
don't
little
know what a
minds.
hobgoblin is.
Okay.
It's a variation on a goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, and we think a goblin is probably kind of a ghosty guy with 4 legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
2 legs and 2 hands.
Yeah,
Like
but
he's a humanoid.
Right.
some kind of horns and like
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think a goblin
Yeah.
is?
A goblin?
Yeah.
Like a scary, like maybe he's like a little overweight, like wet, and like has a big tongue and like little arms and hands, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know,
You're
right?
probably right.
He's wet.
He's overweight and wet with a big tongue.
That's a big tongue.
Am I right though?
You
Am I
are
close?
right.
Okay.
He's overweight. He's wet.
I think that should be a thing we do on the show. Every week we ask,
What's a goblin?
what do you think a goblin is?
That's a good. It is. It unifies us all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's one of those. It's one of those like Proust questionnaire things. What's your favorite curse word? And what's a goblin?
When are you happiest? What's a
Goblin.
goblin? Oh, but before we move on to overheards,
What?
we have.
We have a new segment.
yeah.
Oh, this is something that we've been doing the last few weeks. It is called. It's called. What is a goblin?
I only have one question for you, and I hope that your answer is true. What is a goblin, and what does it do? Don't answer the second part.
That is what is a goblin theme from listener Harry N. If you would like to send us a theme, spy@maximumfun.org. We've been talking lately. Hey, what's a goblin?
Yeah, what's a goblin?
What's a
Aaron?
goblin?
Yeah, what is a goblin?
When you hear the word goblin, what is
What
it?
do you think?
Well, I use the term goblin a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Big fan of the term. I use it to describe people who are terrible.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If someone, maybe you're at a party
Ah.
and there's a man, maybe he's on cocaine and he's talking to people, he's bumping into people
right.
and he's being, rude.
Yeah.
And you're like, that guy's a fucking goblin. But then you attach something to it, you're like drug goblin or cocaine goblin.
That guy's a
Party
cocaine
goblin.
Party goblin.
Party goblin. I think a goblin is, to define it, there's either a physical hunt, kind of like hunch over.
Yeah, he's a hunt.
There's a hunch.
Yeah, or like a kind of something forward.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like
The hunch might not be in the back. It
No,
might,
no.
It might even be in the shoulders or
And-
the upper
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, it's not a disfigurement. It's a purposeful hunch. Like, this is how I am. It's either a physical hunch or like I said before, a psychological hunch. So this is where...
Is it something like a gambler has a hunch? Like, I think the Broncos are going to win this week.
It's not like that.
No, it's not like that.
Not that kind of hunch?
No.
Like you're at a like someone who you're at a bar and maybe there's not a lot of people working. Like I went to this like weird and fancy that bar that's attached to the Comedy Mix. I went with my friend.
Oh yeah.
Before a show just to get a drink, and like there was some ladies, some women sitting in that table, and then they were just like, hey, can we like they like said in the middle of the restaurant like, can we get some service? I didn't know if anyone worked. Does anyone work here? And like really made it uncomfortable for everyone. So that's a goblin.
She's
for
a
sure.
goblin.
Yeah, she's a goblin.
So ladies can be goblins too.
Yeah,
Go and brush
goblin
your shoulder off.
is genderless.
Well, that's a great
goblin.
Yeah, great answer on what is a goblin.
The correct answer is a fish guy. A guy who's part fish. So, Chris,
Many puppies.
Well, we've been talking about something recently on the show in the last few weeks.
It's a bit of important business.
It's a bit of important business because people talk all the time about ghosts and goblins. And we all know what ghosts are. What is a ghost?
A ghost is the sheet of a dead person.
Exactly.
yeah, like a sheet of a dead person.
But no one really has a clear idea of what is a prototypical goblin. And so we're going to do a new segment called What is a Goblin?
Hit it.
What is a goblin? What is a goblin? What is a goblin?
Chris,
Wow.
That is
That's
was
nice.
sent in by Nate C.
Nate C.
If you want to
would like
send,
to
nice.
know.
send us a theme song, it's spy@maximumfun.org.
And Nate C. would like to know,
Yeah.
what is a goblin?
What is a
Chris,
goblin?
what is a goblin?
What is a goblin?
A goblin is sort of like a dwarf mixed with an elf that got shit out of a demon's ass.
All right.
Because they're gooey. I feel like goblins are always
Goblins
gooey.
are gooey.
They're gooey.
Yeah.
They're always gooey. They have pointed ears.
Okay.
They're bald.
yeah.
Oh no, maybe you're right. No, maybe
I didn't say anything.
Maybe I'm thinking of demons.
Oh, wait, no. What do you mean?
Maybe you're right.
I think I'm thinking of ghoulies. They're always coming out of the toilet.
They're always covered in goo.
Yeah, they're
they're
always-
bald.
Yeah. All I know about goblins is they're bald.
I think
The expert.
after like 10 episodes of us getting this, we'll have a
We'll have a real.
a
is it? Am
composite
I-
artist.
Am I saying anything different?
yeah.
Yeah.
The bald thing is
new.
and
Although-
also that they're really slimy.
I think we've had wet. They're wet. before.
They're often wet.
Yeah, I feel gooey is like I feel like E.T. was like a goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, space goblin.
Space goblin.
I always like when I E.T.'s basically the first movie I ever remember seeing of my life.
Mhm. It was a movie of your life?
It's burnt into.
It was the first ever movie I remember seeing that was a movie of my life.
I was like, there I am.
My older brother's really into Elvis Costello.
But yeah, I always remember thinking like, ew, E.T., you're getting the sheets all wet. Because he
Was
was like,
E.T. wet?
I just feel like he was.
So when he was in the closet with all the stuffed animals, he was getting them kind of.
Well, don't you notice that some of the stuffed animals are sort of inching away from him?
That was not part of the movie. The stuffed animals weren't.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
Speaking of needing a lot of hand lotion, like E.T.
Oh, E.T. Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Especially near the end there when they find him in the
when he's
dried
turning
out
white.
river.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like chalk. What's that all about? And you know what's weird?
Okay.
Around that time in the history,
1982.
Yeah.
1982, dog poop was white, dry and white. So in a way, E.T. is dog poop from space. And when they leave him outside for too long, he gets all dry and white.
What makes you think that only happened then?
Because when's the last time you've seen white, dry dog poo?
I don't remember.
Exactly, you don't remember because it was fucking 80s. It was some weird in their food.
But, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
you
it
might
was
be
something
right.
weird in the food.
I
yeah.
think I've heard that. I've heard that.
So we've
So if
determined.
you ask me, goblins are the men in control of dog food in the 80s.
all right, no, very good.
No, I don't like that one. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That connection is real.
No, I don't know what you mean.
But honestly, when Steven Spielberg
Sondheim.
was brainstorming E.T. by himself, he was like, what if poo came from space? And a child was like, this is not gross.
I mean, a child would say this is not gross. Do we want to move on to overheard?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Which does bring up a question that we've been asking guests
Oh.
on the podcast.
Okay, here it comes. So,
Yeah.
Excited.
the question we're going to ask you is, and lately this has been on our mind for no reason.
Yeah. But this is going to be preceded by a theme song.
And that theme song is going to come up after I tell you the name of the segment.
Oh,
The segment is, what is a goblin?
Now I don't wanna hear no more squabbling. Somebody tell me, what is a goblin?
A goblin.
who's singing that?
That one is by listener Joe B.
Wonderful job, Joe B.
If you want to send us a theme song, I don't think we're going to do the segment very much more. So
That's gonna dry out.
Yeah.
we talk about ghosts and goblins, and everyone knows what a ghost is.
Yeah,
It's a-
dead person.
Yeah, a dead person, a sheet guy.
Yeah.
Sheet guy.
What is a goblin?
What's a goblin?
Everyone
to you,
has a different idea what a goblin is.
What is a goblin?
I would say goblin falls more for me under the category of fairy. So I think
interesting.
we're in that space. So it very different from a ghost. I don't think related to goblin, not demons.
Right.
Goblin is not that evil, I think, necessarily. I think a goblin is, yes, this small guy. I think there's probably different kinds. You got your house goblin. That's from Harry Potter. Nope. But I would say that a goblin, his main goal is probably just he's mischievous. I think he
Okay.
likes to kind of play tricks on humans.
He's not, but he doesn't kill anyone. He's not a vicious.
I don't think he wants anyone to
What does
die.
he look like?
Yeah.
A goblin to me is green. He's bald.
You heard that before?
He is about knee high.
Oh,
I think-
okay. Is
yeah.
he bipedal?
Yeah, I think he's human
Humanoid?
humanoid.
All right.
To me, he's often in a brown pant with kind of a tattered bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Maybe
is.
a vest, maybe not.
I think this is the first time that somebody's described
Just dressed him, yeah.
Yeah,
his clothing.
little rope belt.
Burlap.
But I would say again, I think that there could be
I'll
goblins that
say this again.
I think there are different kinds of goblins, and I think some goblins could have more of a nice kind of waistcoat, nice outfit,
Oh, sure, yeah.
and
sure.
lives in kind of the knob of a
goblin.
tree or something. And then kind of the dirtier goblin would have these kind of
So there can be
tattered
nicer
pants.
goblins.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah, I like it. It's a more diverse answer.
Yeah. I think no one asked me. I think they will rip your throat out, though.
Yeah.
Like, they'll play with you a little bit. But
You think they're more violent. You think they're more.
I would say that
Magical.
one could turn towards could be turned to violence. Kind of. I mean, I know Gollum's not a goblin.
Yeah,
I know he's not.
but he's
But
certainly.
the way that
Can
he
we
is-
talk to Tell Me Tamale? Can she tell us about that Gollum's not a goblin?
Absolutely. Tammy. Is Gollum a goblin?
Thank you.
Thank you. Good. Fold that in.
I think we have a sequel.
Oh, yeah, really nice. Dave,
I think we're really we're building a database of goblins.
yeah.
What is a goblin?
Really good. IMGB, International Mad Goblin Base. I saved it.
IGDB, you mean?
Yeah. That's exactly.
Here's a thing that's happening. You know what? Well, let's ask you a question about it right now.
Okay.
Oh, I've got serious problems. I hope you can help me resolve them. The question's got me wobbling. Tell me what is a goblin?
That is Luke S. sent that in. Send your What is a Goblin submissions to spy@maximumfun.org, but actually we don't want to do this segment very much longer.
Ryan, what is a goblin?
We all know what a ghost is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to get right into this. I'm just going to use my expertise because I do Dungeon Master Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, so this is heavy duty.
Okay, well, not heavy duty. I'm just going to use what I know.
Sure.
Okay, what I know. So what I would describe a goblin as.
A goblin?
A goblin. So we're talking goblins, right?
Yeah.
I got 99 goblins. But an orc ain't one. Hit me. No, well, it's a monstrous humanoid. Between 5 feet and 5'3", or maybe a bit shorter. I don't know. I made that up. But they're ugly faced. But remember? Okay. Do you remember in Lord of the Rings?
No.
Okay. Okay. What about Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers?
No.
Okay. Anyways,
I saw them.
so they kidnap the hobbits, and then the one's like, I want to eat some meat. You might recognize this. From the accent.
From
Like,
the island.
and they go, oh, they're made of meat. You know, they want to eat the hobbits. Those ugly guys who aren't as strong as the big guys with the white hands in their face. Goblin.
Okay. And they're like trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goblin is a monstrous humanoid that's ugly and wants to hurt my player characters.
But a short guy.
Yeah, the short, not that big. Yeah, not that tall. Medium height.
Yeah. Short goblins got no reason.
No one likes us. I don't know why.
That's pretty good. Pretty good explanation.
Hey, do we think Randy Newman's a goblin?
No. Yes.
And I gotta say, I probably did such a bad description of what a D&D goblin is. You're probably gonna get letters. Oh boy.
We'll forward them to you.
Yeah, forward them to me. I would love some human contact.
Or goblin contact.
Now, speaking of all things monster, for the last last many weeks,
Thank you.
we have been asking the guests
A very
Question.
special question.
Okay.
And that question will come up any second now. And we're going to play a song that's the theme from this question. The question is, what is a goblin?
What is a goblin anyway? Is he short and green, or tall and gray? What is a goblin anyway? Let's find out with Graham and Dave, possible guest.
That is the What is a Goblin theme this week from Nick G. If you want to send us one, don't. We don't want to do this segment too much more. We've got 8 more themes.
Yeah. Nicole, what is a goblin?
Me when I haven't had my coffee.
This has been What is a Goblin?
Wait, did you want a real answer?
Yeah.
Well,
It's a
you have an idea?
it is
'Cause
a
in everyone's
mythical creature.
Mind is different.
Yeah, it's a mythical creature. They're smaller. They're not huge. They're tricksy. They are tricky like a goblin. They're in the world of fairies.
A goblin is tricky like a goblin.
And fairies and goblins fight.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's actually a mythological truth. And they're little and grotesque.
But could you describe just what?
Yeah, give me some, say a goblin ran away with your, teapot. Well, I don't know what goblin crimes are. And you had to give a description to a police sketch artist.
Okay.
Or a sketch performer.
I think they'd be 4 or 5 feet tall and thinner and pale with long claws and fangs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Fangy.
I think they have fangs. Yeah.
So a pale,
They're not
skinny.
an ogre. They're big and they're not a... Yeah, they're like, I'm a goblin. I got your teapot. Yeah.
Is that your goblin character?
I don't have stock characters.
I'm sorry.
My goblin character is whatever I do in the moment.
So that was it, I guess. This character's a bit of a goblin.
My mom used to own all those books growing up that were goblins, fairies, and more.
Oh.
We had a lot of those around the house. Beautiful art.
Oh,
of
nice
mythological creatures.
Art books.
Mm-hmm.
My friend of mine had the Time Life series, the aliens, Bigfoot,
Goblins.
Yeah,
Was a goblin?
I think Goblin was in there. Goblins, fairies, and
how they build the pyramids
and Trixies.
Yep.
Yeah. What was that? Do you remember that series? Right? The
yeah,
Time
the
Life.
sort of like supernatural.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Time Life doing that.
I don't know, but I remember being a kid and being obsessed with them because it was like an adult collection of books that was about stuff that kids can't get enough.
Do you remember when Bigfoot won Times Man of the Year?
Yeah. But it's not because of the good that he did. It's just he was the most talked about.
Yeah.
It's
I did not know that.
1989 Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Times
Wow.
Man ? Of the year because
he beat out Gorbachev.
But Gorbachev was People Magazine's sexiest man of that same year.
1989, yeah.
He did that spread of him lying on a bearskin rug. Anyway, the only thing that's beaten his movie for watches is that new movie with Will Smith and the Goblin or whatever.
That brings up an interesting question.
It is a good time to ask that. It's good as any, really.
Hey, Chris. Now, Graham mentioned goblins, and I have a question for you, and that question is going to come up in this song right now.
What's a fucking goblin? Do we have a crooked nose? People out there talking about him, I ain't ever seen him, no. Is he like a dirty boy that eat out of the trash can? Or is he a sneaky little creepy dungeon dragon man? Do we got that chopper? Do we bring that heat? Do we sneak into your room and eat your dick when you're asleep? I don't know. Oh my god, I guess I'll never understand. All I know is that them goblins always got them creepy goblin hands.
That is the What is a Goblin theme from Joshua Brayton. If you have a theme, throw it in the ocean.
Now, Chris, as you saw or heard in the song, what do you think of goblins?
In the song he talks.
He gives a lot of ideas, doesn't he?
And he gives a lot that seem really serious, and then one is kind of odd that sticks out to me. Well, not the one you're thinking of though. He says that does a goblin have a gun? I don't think a goblin has a gun.
Oh,
he says, does he bring the heat? Does he have something? Yeah, he's talking about having a gun, which was odd because I don't think a goblin needs or has a gun.
I mean,
and then of course and the other one
is he a dirty boy who eats out of the trash?
No. I'm gonna do the best show thing. Where was it that one? Or you know what I'm talking about? Best show on WFMU.
It's not on that station anymore.
Well. So what's a goblin?
Yeah, what do you think?
What is a goblin to you?
Yeah, it's you guys have asked a lot of people, right? So I feel like I'm going to undoubtedly repeat.
And there's no way we should still be doing this.
Yeah. How many people have you asked?
I don't know, 6 or 7.
Yeah. And but you got new stuff last week.
Yeah, we get.
We always get new stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every show's new every week.
So I feel like a goblin has pointed ears. I mean, that's been said.
Yeah,
that's been said. The hair tufts.
Hair tufts. Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like on his head or all over?
I would say on the head, very sparse hair tufts on his head. That's yeah.
Sure.
I see that as.
Are there female goblins too?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. But are they
called something else? I mean, is that?
I don't know.
That's what you're asking. Yeah. See, there's no definitive answer to this.
No, there's no wrong answer to what's a goblin.
I mean, some people have some people have written in and said that some guests have nailed it in certain definitions.
Right.
We don't care.
No, then there's no. It's like saying, it's like, what is joy? Like,
yes.
It's hard
what
to.
Is how do
there's a number of right answers.
Exactly. Yeah.
I see.
So, tufts is correct.
Pointy ears.
Is a goblin?
I would
big,
say
small,
very short. I would say comes up to about your waist. At the most.
How spend time?
Yeah. Just nonsense. I would say that I picture them rummaging through trash and things like that. Maybe
that's a modern goblin.
Well, because
I mean, like there were no trash back in the day.
Well, you would
Back in
throw
Goblin.
your trash out the window. It would just be in the street.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Were they in the street or were they before we had street?
Oh, I always picture them kind of walking around on a cobblestone. Yeah.
A gobblestone.
I mean, not garbage, but at that point they would have been probably rummaging through meat scraps.
Right.
Yes.
But they're an urban creature. They're not a wilderness.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Wait
find
a second, though. I thought you said there's no.
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, they
I
live
see.
in the cities as opposed to they're not a woodland creature, or are they?
Yeah, I would say to me they're in the cities. They're from I mean, I haven't seen any around.
Right.
So I would say from a different time.
Right. They're not a modern phenomenon.
Is there a modern goblin?
Yeah.
I shop at the Modern Goblin. I got all my rope belts.
There's one in that movie with Will Smith. That's an incredibly modern goblin.
Oh, I definitely have a thing that I picture: tattered shorts.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's been said. Yeah, tattered shorts.
Sure, yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I want to bring something new and
You
fresh.
did.
Tufts.
Holy shit! I can hang my hat on Tufts.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And they also graduated.
They graduated from Tufts in the Northeast somewhere. What have you seen that Goblin movie?
No.
Have you?
No.
Good.
It's good?
No, it's bad apparently, but they're making another one.
Yeah. And it's the most viewed movie on Netflix. Like,
it's called Bright.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And that director that everybody is really mad thinks is a bad guy.
Oh, who?
Zach Ayers?
No, Max Landis.
Oh, right.
John Landis's son, and everyone said he's a real no good son of a gun.
Oh, yeah.
That was all I read. I didn't hear anything about the movie. I just heard about him. That was all I was reading.
The movie is the biggest budget movie that Netflix has ever made, or biggest budget anything that it's ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't usually disclose how many people watch unless it's like insane.
Mm-hmm.
And this one apparently was insane. So
Yeah.
good for Netflix. They're doing fine.
In addition to overheards that are written in, we also want to know what's a goblin. So, time right now to play the What's a Goblin theme song.
What is a goblin? Is it a ghost or a ghoul? No, that's a ghost or a ghoul. What is a goblin? A little fat man with wet red eyes and pink velvet bed. Grandpa's in the corner, barking at nothing. Yeah, he's pretty blind, but maybe there's something. Oh, so that's a goblin. Okay, well, off I go. What is a goblin?
Wow.
That is the What is a Goblin theme from Rob R. Great. Bring the vocals up a bit in the mix.
Yeah, but really, really good.
I like
really.
that, yeah.
Surf Shack. Lots of fun.
Uh-huh. So we've been talking in the last few weeks. Everyone knows what a ghost is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sheet. It's a dead sheet.
Yeah, it's a dead sheet with chains.
Yeah. What is a goblin?
The thing that like pops into my head, I don't know what it's from, but I just remember this like green guy with a toque surfing.
Thank you.
That is perfect
I don't know
answer.
where that's coming from, but
A green guy with a toque surfing
Is as good an answer as any.
That is
good,
perfect.
good.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank you for being here on the final What is a Goblin? No, I think maybe we'll close it out next week. Well, we have another segment that we'd like to talk about. And that segment is one that goes a little something like this.
Talk about it.
Now we got to know you and we caught up with Dave and Graham. But before we're done with all this talking, tell me please, what is a goblin?
Wow.
That is What is a Goblin from Jason D. It's an emotional farewell to What is a Goblin. And lo, these many weeks we've had, here's another theme.
We all know what a ghost is. They're dead and they wear sheets. We understand the vampire wing.
Bare Naked Ladies?
Aware of what they eat. But there's that one creature that escapes all definition. So listen in while Dave and Graham start the Inquisition.
This is a long one.
What is goblin? What is a goblin?
Thought that was the end.
Nope.
Well, off I go.
That's right. That was really good harmony.
That was Mike F. with the What is a Goblin theme. And what I like so much about what we've done. Uh-oh, here's another one.
What is a goblin? I don't know.
It's like Cat Stevens.
Yeah, I thought maybe a David Bowie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Something that goes to the police as goblins go. How now? I don't know. Why don't you prove to me that you've seen a goblin in the woods? I don't know that goblins live in the woods, but I probably thought that someone said that goblins are good for you.
Now, don't feel you need to use the whole 20 seconds.
Food. Everybody, I eat goblins.
Now, the thing about a good theme is it has a long chord at the end. That was Eric N. with the What is a Goblin theme.
And, the thing about this question is that it's been asked by a lot of...
Oh, okay, here's another one.
Wow.
That's Kyle. That's Kyle S. with What is
boy.
a Goblin theme. And we did it, I don't know, we did it for 6 or 7 weeks. We did it. And I don't, okay. All right.
What a lake, yes to say, what category are they in? Tell me what you know, well, off I go, but first, what is a goblin?
A young blondie.
Sure. That was Julia H. with the What is a Goblin theme. And guys, we've been joking around a lot. We've been pretending we don't know that another theme is coming, but this time, whoa!
Tell me what is a goblin? What the fuck is a goblin?
Short and sweet.
That was Ira W. Who wants to know? That's it for the Goblin themes. Thanks everyone who sent one in.
What a talented bunch of listeners we have.
I really enjoyed the weeks we did it. I think we reached the end of it.
Yeah, and I think we figured it out. I think if you took all of the answers and you put them all into a composite, you'd have a...
What do you remember?
That they have tufts of hair.
Chris
that they're
James.
wet.
That they're wet. A lot of people said wet. Wide tongue?
Wide tongue.
Is that maybe Kayla?
Bald.
Aaron Reed had the real life guy who gave him a bad compliment at a club.
Right. Last week's guest said that it was a surfing.
Yes. And a lot of tattered shorts.
Yeah, tattered shorts. Maybe like a rope for a belt.
Yeah. So we got there.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the coming up with a new segment. We didn't plan to come up with a new segment. We just ended up talking about goblins a couple of weeks in a row, and so we asked you to send in your themes, and you provided. And thank you.
And they were all great.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not a stinker in the bunch.
I wish we'd had enough enjoyment. I wish it had sort of had enough steam to carry us through all of those themes.
But it felt like if we kept doing it, we would have kept getting more themes, and we would have been stuck in this loop forever.
Yeah. But anyway, watch Bright on Netflix. It's a Goblin movie, Goblin Cop.
It's probably the newest Goblin movie you can point to, but because of the success of it, watch out for more.
Mm-hmm.